What an asshole! Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California. You're listening to I'm an Asshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one, so let's talk about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
He's an asshole, sir.
He's an asshole.
Hey there, it's Doug Bass. You're listening to I'm an Asshole podcast. Hey, so we are doing a quick video and podcast update with Michele Traina, who was my guest a week ago on episode 2. We are interviewing her via Zoom. She had another asshole story that she just had to get out there that she did not talk about, and she felt like it was very important to talk about. So we're doing an added bonus episode, if you want to call it that, I guess. So Michele, hello. Michele, you're here right now. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Hey,
Good.
Doug.
Good. How are you? How have you been
good.
since we talked, a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. I've been good. Doing live shows now in person. I just flossed for you on the camera.
You
flossed the dance.
Oh, not your teeth. Okay.
Not my teeth.
So more people are doing the floss dance than actually flossing for dental hygiene. Would you say that?
Right.
Okay.
I floss in the bedroom now by myself.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
All right.
I thought about why the real asshole story that we didn't hit upon.
And I brought up after we recorded, and you were like, "Oh shit, I should have talked about that."
The biggest thing too.
Yeah. Do you want to quickly tell the audience what the asshole story is?
Basically, when I got a boyfriend, which was my ex-husband, I didn't talk to Doug.
Yeah. So Michele and I had been friends since high school, close friends. Never dated, never hooked up, nothing like that. No funny business between us ever. And we've always just been friends, and we've always stayed in touch and whatnot. I mean, I've lived in different parts of the country. And Michele lives in the New York, New Jersey area. And, every time I would go back home to visit my parents, I'd, hang out with Michele. I would call her all the time. We'd talk. We were just kind of, we're friends. And then she dated her ex-husband, boyfriend at the time. And then when they decided to get married, Michele kind of cut ties with me. Would you say that?
I wouldn't say, okay, well, let me just say this.
Not cut ties.
I will say that even before we got engaged, I distanced myself from pretty much all of my guy friends because I thought it was the wrong thing to do, which is so fucking stupid.
Right, so you were pretty much saying, you could not have any guy friends while you were dating your ex.
He wasn't super comfy with it either.
But did he say, hey, don't talk to any guy friends or don't have any guy friends? That was your decision to be like, I don't feel comfortable having a guy friend that's close.
Well, here's the thing. I knew how close we were, and I was like, this isn't normal.
What's not normal?
We were so close, a lot of guys wouldn't be. Well, I should say that at the time, I thought we were so close that we were closer than me and him.
Oh,
in other words, I think that's what, not that me and you were sexually closer, but mentally me and you were best friends. And if I really looked subconsciously, I knew I should have been that close with him off the bat. And we never were friends like that. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
That's why I pushed you away.
All right. So yeah. So I would call and you'd be like we used to have longer conversations and you'd be like, well, it's good to hear from you. I'm glad everything's going well. And and then and then you'd hang up and I'd be like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I guess. And then it was weird, but I was like, all right, well, I guess, I was like, people move on, people have lives, I get it. I was single at the time. I was just like, what the fuck happened? I don't know. But I was like, all right, whatever, but I went to, you invited me to your wedding. I was at your wedding.
So the thing was, I never completely cut you out and here's the thing though. I want to talk to you. I remember the day I had this conversation with you when I was going to get separated, and I apologized to you.
Yes, you did. That? Yeah, you called me. How long were you married for?
5 years, but 5.5 years. So it might have been year 4 because the divorce took about a year.
Right. Yeah. So I remember you calling me saying I'm getting a divorce, and then you slowly started calling me more. Because it was okay to be friends with me at that point again or whatever. Where I should have written you off. I should have been like,
But
you haven't been around for years.
when I had Grace, you saw Grace. When I had Grace, you stopped and visited. And remember we talked. Yes. I was starting to be a little more comfortable again and be like, why do I push people away? Not so much women, but like, because I did a bit about it last week in Divorce Diaries about how I changed when I got a boyfriend, and I said never would, and I did. And I worked that into the bit. And like, I was so sad that I lost you, but I also knew that like, I don't think my ex-husband could have handled me having a guy friend that close. I think he would be like, that's not normal. But it is. I think that some men have to either accept that people have that or they don't. It was, and he never said you can't be friends with him at all. But for me, I felt like this is weird because like, what if Craig feels like, we're too close? And I talked with him about this a lot. And I think he thought like I don't know, maybe he didn't. Maybe when we were first divorced, I think he thought we were together, but he never said it. And he knows I was in your wedding, and you saw me at my father's funeral and stuff. So like, it was fine. Right. But no, it's
fine. But yeah, like there was like a chunk of my life like out here. Like I never really even talked to you about like, what I was doing or going through or whatever. Like we didn't really talk about that stuff. We would check in every now and then and be like, oh yeah, how you doing? Yeah, everything's good, whatever. And then like I would see you, maybe we'd grab a coffee when I went to New Jersey or something. But like I never like, there was like a whole chunk of my life where like my friends didn't know you, and I didn't know what you were up to really, besides I knew you were married and had Grace and all that stuff. But yeah, like there was like, we weren't like that kind of friend where we'd be like, oh my God, this happened, blah blah blah, So.
I know that was a devastating. And I remember at my wedding, you're like, take care of yourself. What'd you say? Stay in touch or something? I
have no idea. Do you remember what I said? I don't know.
Yeah, because I barely talked to you at my wedding. You know why I didn't talk to you? Because I thought about you when you were coming back and you called me and you were in town. I was like, I remember thinking, oh, everyone thinks I should have married Doug. I have to stay away from him. But you know why? I think that was my conscience saying you should not be marrying this person, even though I wanted to get married at the time. I'm telling you, man, your fucking conscience works some shit. And the thing is, like, I thought about this the other day. I was like, I'm so happy like that years ago. And I was like, I guess that's it with my friendship with Doug. And I was sad, but also like, oh, I can't have a guy friend like that. And now I was like, wow, if I would have told myself at the start of divorce, hey, chin up, you and Doug are going to travel the country together and perform, and shit's going to be funny, and you're going to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Now that's what it is now, but obviously not right now because of COVID. But yeah, under normal times. Is that a Zoom high five?
That's a Zoom five.
All right.
That asshole moment of me, I felt so sad because I didn't want to be an asshole, and I was, and you were such a good friend to me.
Well, yeah, I could have easily written you off and been like, I don't have time to reacquaint myself with you. Sorry. I put the time in.
You already said that like 3 times. I could have written you off, Michelle.
I could have. That's my go-to when we have an argument. It's like, you know what, Michelle, I could have written you off, but I gave you another shot.
Actually, I will say though, for you, like, you never bring that up. If we have an argument, you never throw that in my face, which means you're a good ass friend.
I try.
Loyal to the bone.
I try. Well, tell people out there. Maybe they'll become my friend. They'll become my online friend, maybe. I don't know. Well, look, I appreciate you coming on. This is a short little 10-minute episode. No, this is what I'm calling. We're gonna start doing half-ass whole episodes midweek. I think where it's either just me ranting about something, or we have a short guest on that just kind of talks. So look for that, and also Michelle's show Divorce Diaries. Once again, you can check her out on YouTube, on Zoom, on Patreon. I don't even know what. Oh, TikTok. Michelle's big on TikTok. She's got like 5,000 followers or something like that, which is good. Club Michelle, right?
It's on the Divorce Diaries show. Yeah.
There's Club Michelle.
Oh yeah.
Michelle just dances. All right. Well, look, that's not. Unless we get more followers. What is this backdrop you have, by the way? What is that? Is that a stage?
It's for my theater company. I have a bikini on. I don't want people to think I just like, this is my bikini. I was out in the pool. We were joking I was going to come out in my bikini, but I already do TikToks in my bathing suit. This is for my theater company. I have the backdrop. I was doing a conejito, a Panama folktale before this. A what? Panama folktale.
The hell's that?
Conejito.
That sounds like a cocktail. All right. So Michelle also has a children's theater company, and it's called Prop Box Players, correct?
Yes.
All right. But she doesn't dance around in a bikini during those shows.
It's a virtual theater. I have virtual theater for kids, for adults, the whole 9 yards.
Right. That's great. What else do you want to talk about? Anything?
I don't know. My crush, I don't think he likes me anymore, but we don't have to, I don't know. That might be long. The Instagram story. Remember we talked about that the last episode? He stopped looking at the divorce diary story. Now he only looks at the other 2 pages.
Congratulations.
Oh, there you go. That's good for you. Yeah. That was our president congratulating you. All right. Look, Michelle, I forgive you for being an asshole for me for many years while you were married. I understand it might have been complicated to be friends with a male. I don't know. I can't even fathom not having women friends. You know, I'm married. My wife has 1 million guy friends. I have 1 million girlfriends. Not actual girlfriends, but you know what I mean. But, you know, it's like, it's just, I don't know. I don't get that. Yeah, but I do understand that there's a lot of marriages that probably would look at that as and frown upon it and be like, yeah, that's not cool. That's not okay. You know, that's not something that I want to be a part of or whatever. So it is weird for me to think that like there are relationships out there that people are just kind of like, you know, stripped of that kind of experience.
Yeah, I do think that the next person that I'm with, that's permanent. I think he's going to be a person. I know that you're going to be like, Michelle, he's the one. Like everyone's like, this guy's our friend too. It's not going to be like separated because I don't want to be with somebody that has to have separate. It's just got to be somebody that monetizes. You monetize, you synergize off each other. Not monetize. I'm sorry, synergize off each other.
Yeah, monetizing is what we try to do on podcasts and YouTube.
Oh, we can. I can monetize off my man too. I don't mind that. But
speaking of monetizing, if anyone wants to follow I'm an Asshole podcast on YouTube, we are doing video podcasts now. Make sure you go to YouTube and hit up Doug Bass Comedy to follow the video portion of this show, and make sure you follow the podcast on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. It's on all of them.
Yeah, you're on a lot.
It's on all of them. Wherever you want to listen, just download them all, just in case you don't know which app you're going to press that day. So make sure you have all of them. Just do it.
That's
and
right.
if you want to donate to the show, you can hit me up on Red Circle, which is where we use Red Circle for streaming the podcast out to all these different platforms, and they accept donations if you would like to donate to keep the show going. And if you want to sponsor the show, hit me up at doug@dougbasscomedy.com to sponsor the show. We take asshole companies and non-asshole companies. It's all good. All right, sorry, I'm plugging in the middle of interviewing, which is horrible. That's a horrible method.
No, it's not.
Just do it. No one's listening. It's fine.
Plug in the beginning, the middle, the end. Just like a girl. You should plug them at all times.
Just like a girl.
I don't know. I guess plugging us. Like we need to be plugged while someone's giving us. Plugging, I guess, is the wrong part, but like we should be touched constantly. Like I just did a duet with a guy on TikTok that said this is what a woman wants, but he forgot one big one, which is wine. Mm-hmm. Gave up wine for 30 days today. Today's the 30 day.
That's good. Are you going to start drinking again?
I actually think I'm going to go longer.
How long are you going to go? I can't do it. I guess I'm an alcoholic. I don't know. I'm drinking a Truly.
This is the first time.
I've switched to. Now I'm sponsoring Truly on the air, which is probably not good. But I love them. They're only 100 calories. They're delicious.
What are they? They like those.
It's hard seltzer, flavored hard seltzer.
No, I can't handle it. No.
You got to try it. You're missing out. You're missing out. I'm telling you right now, you're missing out.
I've had what are those, White Claws, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a different brand.
I have. I'll tell you this. I have not gone this long without wine. And I say I don't drink hard alcohol, but I haven't gone this long without any alcohol since I was nursing, which was 7 years ago. Wow. My daughter's 8.
Well, that's good. Good for you.
I've given it up for like a week here and there, but a full month, that's been a long time. And I have to say, I actually think I've been more productive. It's not to say I'm not going to give wine forever, but I definitely think for a while. Yeah. For a while more.
Well, good. Keep it up. Do it for all of us. Do it for the people that can't do it, like me. All right, we're gonna say goodbye here. But Michelle's Divorce Diary show on YouTube, on Instagram. Follow her for her live shows. She will be your friend, even if you're a male. She is past that point in her life at this time. So, if you are a guy and you want to try to be her friend, hit her up. She does not judge that anymore. And that's it. Thanks for coming on and talking about your real asshole story. You have a lot of them, so just keep coming back and talking about them.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
Of course. All right, Michele Traina, thanks for coming on, and we're going to close out the show now.
You've been listening to I'm an Asshole with Doug Bass. Please subscribe to us on all streaming platforms. Follow Doug on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Doug Bass Comedy. Thank you for listening, and remember, don't be an asshole. But if you are, talk about it. Have a good asshole story? Email us at doug@dougbasscomedy.com. We'll see you next time.